you tryna go be? Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Now Lott. James has got it, complete. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right, 40! Rack. Hey, check 24, check 24. 11. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
58, right there. I got you, punk. Check.
Luck on the sneak. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
11B. 58's the money. 58's the money. Too little, Cupcake. 58.
After the run, Luck on the throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58, right over there. Right over there.
To throw is Luck. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Check your hot read.
Play action. It's Luck. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Jones has it. 16 yards, a 1st down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
Check 24, check 24.
Strong right.
Under crunch.
Hey, check.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go. Check 31. Kill. He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
Looking to run with Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
53 the mic. Hey, Stu. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Greystone, Travis. Jam. Joker. Check. Lucky. Alert.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Alert. Mike 51. Bravo. Ran. Six guy. Check.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away to the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This complete to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Motion, motion, motion. 58, right over there, right over there. 11V. Quo. I'm trying to collect. Hey, Echo.
To throw again on second down. Luck. He's got his man. It's Curse. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go. Let's do it.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Blue down. Check on. Check 13.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Switch. 58's the mic.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58.
After the interception, it's Love. And this is caught by Curse. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, Luck. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
It's just me.
From the gun, here's Love. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's Second down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go, 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 go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Lock in, lock in. Alert, 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 alert. Check three, check three, check three.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Shit, shit. No, no, no. He's coming.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
I smell fear in that offense. Shit, watch the shit.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
57 to Mike.
Luck on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
3, 218, chopper.
Get wide. Bang.
Hey, 18.
Bang, bang.
Watch the safety creep.
Alert 3. Watch twitch.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis.
SOS.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Watch twitch.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
61, matchbox right.
You got tight right there. Check.
Alert.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44.
Luck now to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike, 58. Monday.
Back to throw. Luck. Complete outright to Kurz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
12.
58, come on.
Hey, exit.
58, come on.
Here's Luck. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
At 58 is a Mike. 11.
Throwing again is Luck. Under pressure and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Luck. He's got his man. It's Kurz. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Luck. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check out. 390. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Back. 11B. 58. Right.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Clinton Dix there for the stop. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
5.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check pass. Check pass. Hey, check Mike.
12.
57. Down to lose 1. 57 to Mike.
Block. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch the screen. Kill.
Again, it'll be Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. We got it. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check out. 1, 6, 2, 7. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
So luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Check out. 40.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Lions, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.